If you're heading away to Wodonga on the river, or in fact any beach or waterway, it's really important to keep your dog safe. First of all, we have to remember not all dogs are natural swimmers. In fact, some don't know how to swim at all. So it's really important that you take them to the shallows first and just figure out whether they are actually going to sink or swim. And if they need some lessons, then that's the time to try it. Also, if you're going out on a boat or a kayak, for example, you want to make sure that your dog is wearing a flotation device. No exceptions, just like we would ourselves. Because if they drop out of the boat or they should fall off of the kayak, you want to make sure, number one, they stay afloat, and secondly, it really helps to identify them, and then also you can easily pick them up and bring them back in. On that though, remember a wet dog is a heavy dog, so you want to be prepared that you don't lean over and unexpectedly go toppling in after them. And also make sure that you know how your dog might react when it panics, just so that you're both kept safe in the process. The other thing that we want to remember, of course, don't we, Das, is that we don't want to force our dogs into the water, all right? Because, you know, if you create a negative association with water, that's going to impact them for other things as well. You know, you want your dog to feel comfortable around water, particularly if you want to wash them. So we have to do it in really small steps if your dog's a little bit nervous. What you'd do is you'd start using treats, for example, and creating a really positive association, just little step by step, getting them into the shallows and slowly building up their confidence like you would with any training towards your end goal, which is obviously them really enjoying the water and having a really good experience with it. The other thing to remember when you are in areas that you're not sure about, and there could be people who have been fishing, not everyone thinks about a dog coming along. So sometimes we might find a fishing hook that's got bait on it still, has been left lying around, and the last thing we want is our dogs ingesting that. So always make sure you check an area around waterways as well for any hazards. Of course, it is great to get away with your dog on the water and having a good time, but you want to make sure that they are really safe. So if you are camping or caravanning near a waterway, do make sure that you keep them tethered up when you're not around, in a crate or on their lead, so they can be kept safe then as well. Enjoy your trips, and remember there's plenty of tips about this and others on the Pooches at Play website.